I want you to remain with me until the very end of this movie before you even consider the phrases Pamela Anderson and micro bikini in the same sentence. Once you comprehend the true meaning behind those pictures, you won't view them as just eye candy ever again. Many people click just on the title, believing they will see photographs that will make them drool. But they are unaware that each frame represents a full life, a lengthy career, and a great deal of pressure. Not only are we discussing small swimsuits in this video, but we are also discussing how one woman used her image to gain power, how the world responded, and what those well-known images actually reveal about us as viewers. Therefore, stay put because the most crucial part, which examines what you can truly learn from her story, comes at the very end. Most people immediately image Pamela walking with that easy, self-assured smile on a beautiful beach with turquoise water when they hear her name. However, the appearance of that image was not magical. It resulted from years of arduous labor, many days spent on set, and the physical and mental strain of maintaining strength in front of millions of people. The widely discussed micro-bikini pictures are only one aspect of that narrative. A crew selects the attire, adjusts the lighting, chooses the viewpoint, and repeatedly asks her to pose until they achieve the ideal moment behind each photo. She was the one standing there, maintaining her posture, and maintaining that same positive attitude, even when she was cold, exhausted, or not feeling her best, while we stay at home and simply respond. These images gained notoriety because they convey confidence rather than just fabric. Yes, the bikini is bold and quite little, but what really makes people speak about it is how she owns the style. She doesn't appear scared. She doesn't appear uncertain. She appears to be aware of the power of her presence as she stands. However, there is a cost associated with that. The world believes it has the right to criticize every aspect of you, to yell comments, and to distribute videos and images without considering the person in them. When you put yourself out there in such a bold manner, in actuality, Pamela's micro-bikini photos simultaneously convey two different messages. One is about celebrity, glitz, and a body that millions of people admired. The other concerns the weight of becoming a symbol rather than merely a human being, as well as pressure and expectations. Although she was known as a bikini icon, she was also a mother, a partner, a daughter, and a person with hopes and anxieties just like everyone else. She continued to get up, go to work, and face the cameras despite everyone's jokes and remarks, even though she was aware that every shot may show up everywhere. That requires a level of bravery that most people never encounter in their lifetime. I want you to have a fresh perspective on those micro-bikini pictures while you watch this entire film. Take note of her posture, the expression in her eyes, and the way she keeps her chin raised rather than just her skin. Observe how she transformed a dangerous and difficult career into a memorable persona that people may still recall today. Consider whether you could stand in front of such dazzling lenses knowing that everyone would be talking about you later. When you consider it that way, the pictures cease to be merely hot pictures and begin to appear as evidence of how far someone can go when they give their all to their work, even if it is difficult. When you hear Pamela Anderson, micro-bikini photos that will make you drool at the end of this film, I hope you'll feel more than simply excitement. I hope you see someone who lived through the highs and lows of celebrity, who used her image as a tool, and who displayed a bravery that many talk about but few truly exhibit. If this altered your perception of those pictures, please take a moment to hit like. Share this video with someone who only saw the pictures and not the narrative. Comment on the aspect of her journey that most impressed you. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video, in which we look past the obvious and reveal the true stories behind the pictures.